So what is this questionable piece of equipment here? This is my 3 Seashells Bidet. I've removed it from the bathroom environment just because the fan goes on with the light, and I apologize for that because it's quite possibly the loudest bathroom ever. So really, the thing that made this was the little portable bidet thing, and that's this part right here. It was kind of a godsend because it pretty much had everything that I was looking for. I should start off by saying I live in an apartment so that I can't actually alter any of the plumbing or the physical toilet or anything, so everything has to be external. That's why it's hoses and stuff like that. Otherwise, I would have tried to make it a little bit more integrated. So that little bidet thing, it was just a little rechargeable battery thing, and there was a little nozzle thing that came down, which I actually repurposed and still used. I just chopped it down and made it a little bit shorter, but that's the thing that really established all the features, because it had a high mode, it had a low mode, and then I needed a third one, so I used the air duster thing that I have, and I bought another one just because I wanted something a little bit better. So the box here is just made out of some 1 centimeter Sintra. I just made a box to look like your typical San Angeles apartment. These shells things here, they're barbecue shells. You're supposed to, like, you know, put stuff in it and then you can stick it on like the barbecue and stuff, but they came in a pack of 12 and they just happened to be perfect for what I was looking for. Silver, shell shaped, and consistent. I went through a lot of shell searches just trying to find something that was consistent and generally the size that I was looking for, and these were it. So yeah, the shells are on hinges so that you can actually flip it up and see what the function is of each one of these buttons. I did that intentionally so that you wouldn't be able to see it with the shells closed, just to sort of emphasize how silly it was that Sylvester Stallone couldn't really figure out how to use this, because really all you got to do is just like, what is this? Oh, that's, I guess this is a bidet thing, and that's just me injecting some story into something that probably shouldn't have. Anyway, I glued everything to the inside of it. This is the USB recharge port, a little micro USB, and then the recharge light that feeds off of the battery pack, because everything nowadays, as long as you have a USB, there's a little indicator light that says, hey, I'm charging, and then it goes off when it's already charged. So yeah, I keep getting away from the whole portable bidet thing and how it was perfect. This thing, it's got a little self-contained reservoir, which is actually like the cover for it, and that was really perfect, but I wanted something a little bit bigger. Fortunately, it comes with this attachment so that you can attach like commercially available water bottles to it, so that you can make it this big huge tank thing. And again, since I couldn't alter any of the plumbing, I couldn't actually use the external water sources. I had to have something kind of integrated, which the way you use it is that you're supposed to put water in it, and then there's a valve right here that sucks the water in, so otherwise you wouldn't be able to get it. So I had to find some extra tube. It was pretty easy to find. It's just 3mm inner diameter, 5mm outer diameter that I got on Amazon, and I made one that goes all the way down. Unfortunately, the pump is strong enough so that it'll suck from the bottom of the bottle all the way through the hose into the toilet bowl, with enough pressure to, you know, wash your backside with. But again, just goes to show that this happened to be the perfect solution for what it was that I was looking for. The spigot thing, this is the toilet attachment. I just took some 2mm Sintra and kind of heat formed it to the edge of my toilet bowl, and I've washed this thing off and sanitized it like a couple of dozen times. So this is either forever tainted and will never be clean, or possibly the cleanest thing that I own right now. So the thin hose is the water and the thick hose is the air, and it kind of had to be thick air, for the air, because otherwise you weren't going to get any airflow. Here, let me shut this off so that I can flip it over real quick. So here it is flipped over. This is just a huge mess, but it's all covered up, so it doesn't really matter. Everything is on quick disconnects so that you can detach it fairly easily. This is the tube that goes to the pump. It's just some split loom that has the wires that come from this PCB, which was the thing that came in the little micro bidet, or the travel bidet. The blower is an air duster, and all I did was just take the shell apart and then repurpose the components. There's still a little button right here that can activate it. Same thing with the little micro PCB right here. Where is it? How to shut this thing off? I had to draw out where the bar is for the existing shelf. By the way, there's a shelf that's already in my bathroom, so that's how I was able to mount this. I just made the shell to go on top of everything. These are just arcade switches that I already had. The two water buttons, again, are remoted off of the two micro switches right there. You can see where the black and the white wires are actually just fed off to go into the switches. Same thing with the internal LED and the recharge port. All I did was just extend the wires so that I can be using them remotely. All right, I'm gonna flip it over again. I took all the water out of it so that you can still play with it, but those are the stock settings for the bidet itself. They have a high setting for high flow, low setting for low flow, and then the blower, which is, again, super loud. But fortunately, it's loud because it's powerful, and I don't know if you could actually see in the video, but it was actually blowing a lot of that moisture off of the little toilet seat cover. But yeah, there's a fairly good amount of wind projection that comes out of that thing. So, you know, I haven't actually used this yet. I'm kind of paranoid that I'll get crap on it and I'll never want to touch it again after that. But, I mean, I know it works, so I can use it. It's just actually doing it. That's the part that's kind of scary, so if I end up using it, then I will probably never sell it. Not that I would sell it anyway, but I wouldn't be able to give it to anybody. It would be mine forever. Kind of like pants. Once you fart in pants, they're yours forever, so we'll see what happens. There's not really else much to say about this other than the fact that I just wanted 3 seashells, but I wanted it to do something, so I made it into a bidet. So I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg, Sandra Bullock saying it or the idea itself from unknown sources, but either way, I wanted the 3 seashells that actually did something. So fortunately, I found the already talked about micro bidet. But yeah, I mean, it's Sintra, so it's waterproof and it's not going to warp in the bathroom, which could have excess moisture, blah, blah, blah. But otherwise, that's my 3 seashells bidet. Okay, see you later.